Here's my first surprise. Red Bull will be Max and Sonoda. So
Oh,
Checo
oh,
will place him
that guy
somewhere or
coming
maybe
back?
not, but Max will now partner with Yuki Tsunoda since he's been doing very well at racing bulls. Hey guys, welcome to another video
Hello, hello, hello,
from F1
hello.
Banter Crew. Today we are going to discuss potential shifts in driver lineups of our F1 teams. The silly season began when Ferrari announced that they will be signing Lewis Hamilton from 2025, and since then, every seat in F1 is at risk. There are half the number of drivers who do not have a contract for next year, and so it's going to be chaotic when each driver signs a new team. So these are our predictions for 2025 and perhaps beyond. Let us know what you think about them in the comments. So who wants to go first?
Adi goes first.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, being a McLaren fan, I still don't have the jersey. I will soon buy it. But I'll start with McLaren since they have the fixed contracts for Lando and PS3. So we are all set there. Then Hamilton moved to Ferrari.
Yes.
So we know that Charles, as their golden boy, the golden child, he's going to stay there, and the Hamilton's presence is going to increase the quality of the car.
Yes.
The controversial part that I'm going to say is Hamilton is not going to win his 8th championship there, but he will be in the team. That's okay. Then for Mercedes, I have George Russell and Carlos Sainz.
Okay.
So Carlos Sainz is going to switch from Ferrari to Mercedes because there are so many news broadcasts that are saying that Toto Wolff is trying to talk to his manager, trying to offer him 2-year contract, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Then for Red Bull, I'm going to make a very controversial statement again that Max is going to drive with Vettel.
Oh.
Yes.
Why
That would be a
Vettel?
fun. That would be fun thing now.
Because Vettel is a weird person who wants to come back after his retirement, following Alonso, I guess Senna, Michael Schumacher, everyone.
Yeah.
So if Vettel comes back, as I have had discussion with Sujay the other day, that their so-called getting down, declining image can be saved because of his all those moments that he takes part in and posts about on his social media. He's an activist in several different things. Plus, his presence in Red Bull with their engine getting like the Honda company taking out their engine, Ford coming in their picture, Vettel being there would be very crucial thing for them to develop their car all in all.
That makes sense.
Plus, Christian Horner is also apparently talking to Vettel.
Yeah. I saw news
there.
about that. And
Yes.
Vettel did not say a full no that I will not come back. He said I will consider. So that's a pointer.
Yeah. Plus, Vettel is someone that Max's father, Helmut Marko, and Adrian Newey, they all will support to be in the team.
Right.
Other drivers, they probably would not because other drivers would want to compete with Max to the highest level. Vettel already is a world champion.
Yeah.
So he does not necessarily be like need to win the next one. Okay, so from there I move to now all the teams are Aston Martin.
Yeah.
So as we have seen the big curveball from Alonso, that they have paid Alonso a truckload of money, and he's going to stay in Aston. And I feel for me, for 1 year, Lance should take a break. Just for 1 year.
Just for 1 year. Place a talented driver in his seat and see. Just
Yes.
see where Aston goes.
Yes, exactly. That's my statement. So if they let Lance take a break for 1 year, like work on his health and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
eat some Wagyu beef and everything, caviar here and there, and take some yacht trips. But so I feel if Lance is there, then he can be there. But if Lance is taken out of the team, then Yuki can be a good replacement for Lance.
Oh.
Because Yuki is not going to win with Alpha Tauri / Racing Bulls.
No.
Like, I mean, he will be in the middle of the grid somewhere.
Yeah.
But he'll never be in a winning car where he will actually showcase his skill set with a fast car.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my guess for now. So if Lance stays, then Aston Martin is Alonso and Lance. But if they let Lance go for a few races or a year, then Yuki can be a good replacement for Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Then from there, I want to move to Haas. So in Haas, I think either of Magnussen or Hülkenberg is going
Yeah.
to get out of the team. And I think Ollie Bierman is a very, very, very good choice, a very good shout after his debut race in Ferrari. But again, his debut race was in a winning car.
Yeah.
Haas is not a winning car. So he has to work his hardest.
Yeah.
After being in Haas, he has so much confidence already after his debut race that can crash down into trenches. That can go down somewhere else. But I think he can be a good driver for Haas.
Yeah.
Then in Alpine, they need to improve the culture with amongst the drivers, as well as they need to upgrade their team further.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that Ocon can stay. Ocon is driving better than Pierre Gasly this year, at least.
Mm-hmm.
At least in the qualifiers, not for the full races.
Not the
But
race. Yeah.
so he can stay, and Gasly can be replaced because Alpine needs a stronger name and also a good support. I feel that Checo Perez can be a good replacement in Alpine
Ooh.
with Ocon. Because he's going to definitely get kicked out of Red Bull. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I can't handle that curveball this year. That will be way too much for me. So Checo is getting kicked out, but he's a good driver. And if you put him in a good car like Alpine, he can drive well. And it is too less for him if he's pushed down to Alpha Tauri / Racing Bulls from Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
So that
He
is
should not take that seat if he's going.
Yeah,
there. He should
exactly.
Just take it.
Exactly. Yeah.
For his own confidence and self-esteem, he should not go to Alpha
Yeah.
Tauri.
Yes. He should not go beyond Aston Martin or Alpine situation. Like that probably should be like the upper or the lower of the top grid.
Yeah.
Then from there, I think I will for Alpha Tauri / Racing Bulls, Liam Lawson has to come in.
No,
There
he
is
has to
no
come in.
chance.
He is impressive.
Yes, he has to come in. Ricardo needs to take a vacation, work on his barbecuing skills and everything, and maybe anchoring skills, and come with Mr. Gunther Steiner as anchor. And they'll be a very fun duo to be part of an anchoring team with Will. And all three of them can just slosh everyone.
I want to see this discussion. Gunther Steiner, Will Buxton, and Daniel Ricciardo having fun.
Fun, yes.
In the commentary stand.
That would be great pre and post race.
Oh yeah, I hardly watch pre and post race show, but if this is happening, I'm definitely watching.
I will. Then so if that's the case, if Liam Lawson is replacing Ricardo, they can keep Tsunoda in there, and they're also eyeing the F2 driver Ayumu Iwasa to practice in the Racing Bulls cars. So that is also a good choice. Other than that, now the Kick Sauber, which has Zhou and Bottas. I mean, I feel like that team is okay. It's doing okay. The car needs to improve. right now at this moment the car needs stronger improvements.
Rather than car, their nut bolt needs to improve. The tire bolt needs to improve.
Yes, yes, yes. Their engineers need to take more training, do more cardio sessions and everything. But
They need to screw more properly.
thank you. Yeah, that's what we need. But yeah, I mean, for them, I don't think so. I have any prediction specifically. I feel like Kick Sauber is going to just keep them for one season.
They
Since
could be
anyway in
looking out.
2026,
They might be making an attempt to get Carlos Sainz in there when they go to the
You can-
2026.
I don't think so. I feel like the max switch that can happen is either of Valotri or Zhao. Sorry if I'm butchering their names, but either of them can be replaced by Pierre Gasly if he gets kicked out of Alpine. That is one possibility because they're nearby grid teams, not nearby grid teams, but Kicksauber can use a good driver.
Yeah.
So they have to make choice based on the stats of Zuo and Bottas this year, and they can probably choose another driver who has good stats.
If they had to let go one of them, I think it will be Joe who goes, and they will keep Bottas because Bottas two things. He has good experience, and he's also a good PR.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the last team, Williams, I think Sargent is going to go.
Oh yeah,
He has
Sargent had his
too
time.
many cars. And Albon is driving well. With him, they're going to take in Antonelli, which they can basically just train for an F1 driver for Mercedes.
George Russell path.
Yeah. So yes, that's my grid for 2025.
Okay. All right. Let's move to Ashu's grid for 2025. What's your shocker move?
There are a few, but let's see how far we go from here. I'll start with Red Bull. I think there is not going to be any change for next year.
Ooh.
Because I think they're going to change drivers. So my whole lineup is based on what's going to happen with 26. Okay, everything has to do with 2026 now.
Yes, right.
Okay, so I think Verstappen and Perez would get his final year at Red Bull, and then he might get switched from one of the junior drivers, or maybe Vettel sounds like a good choice. But Verstappen and Perez there. Mercedes, it's going to be Russell and Antonelli for sure because they want to fix that thing moving forward to 2026, I guess. It does not make sense for them to bring in anyone else and just give them 1 year because I'm pretty sure Toto Wolff wants Antonelli in that seat for sure.
Yeah.
Like 110% there. With Ferrari, I think Leclerc and Hamilton, we have them. There's not going to be any change. Aston, father's golden puppy is going to be there and Alonso is still going to be there. I don't think.
As long as Daddy Stroll owns the company, Baby Stroll is going to be in the seat.
Yes.
We know this.
I've read somewhere that the board of Aston Martin is not agreeing with Daddy Stroll, even though he's a deciding vote.
Yeah.
Or he's the final vote. I mean, not even deciding.
Daddy Stroll brings the money, bro. Board cannot do anything.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. But then Baby Stroll also needs to stroll sometimes, right? Like, I mean, you can't
do more than Stroll.
That was happening to Haas, man. That Ural Kali thing.
Yeah.
If my boy goes, my money goes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That is true.
So I feel if Andretti buys stake in Aston Martin, then there is a chance that Baby Stroll is out. Bapa Stroll also goes, and then Andretti takes charge of Aston Martin with Alonso there, and they will bring in another quality driver. That will be a very good.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That would be really nice though, because Aston engines and everything, all the design, they're stealing more mechanical engineers and all the designers.
Yeah. They're putting up a nice team now.
Yeah. But it's all daddy's money, bro. So can do. So next team. So yeah, Aston is going to be Stroll and Alonso. There's no surprises. McLaren also no surprises. Lando and PSG is going to be there. Haas, Behrman is going to come in with Hülkenberg. Like so it's going to be Hülkenberg and Behrman over there for the Haas. And I feel at the start of 26, like by the end of 2025 season, Behrman might replace Hamilton and Hamilton might have 2025 as his final year at the Ferrari.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be Leclerc and Behrman
Behrman for
after
26.
the next season.
Oh, that's your big opinion then.
Yeah, I feel that they are gonna bring Behrman into Haas as
Mm.
1 year to get
Mm.
him into the grooves, and just as the 2026 season starts, he's gonna be upgraded to Ferrari.
That's possible. That's possible.
Yeah, Racing Bulls, Liam Lawson and Sonoda for sure. Ricardo's time for, I think, let him do the commentary. Please give him the seat for commentary.
Yes,
Uh,
that funny part is going to be so
it's
much
gonna be
nicer
so
than
fun,
the rest
so fun,
race.
so fun right now. Alpine, Pierre Gasly is gonna stay, but there's gonna be our Indian boy Maini who's gonna come in because he's the junior
Oh.
Alpine team, right?
Yeah.
He has been performing real good from the Alpine Academy right now. So maybe
Yeah.
he can come in and do some good stuff there.
But why not?
Ooh.
Why not Ocon? Ocon is performing better than Gasly this year
I
in
feel
all three.
Gasly is a better teammate. We have seen him over, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ocon's track record with teammates have not been
Right.
that great. Like at Renault as well, and the team before that, he has never been great as a teammate. But Gasly has been a good teammate. Like his stunt at AlphaTauri was good. And after that, what was the team he went to?
He
So
was.
yeah, his like being a teammate, he's a good teammate to have, and he's like in terms of skills, both of them are very similar drivers, like Ocon and Gasly. So
Hmm.
so
Okay.
Gasly and our boy Kush Maini, maybe I think give him 1 year, allow that because he has been in F2 for 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
Maini.
It's been a while we
So,
had an Indian F1 driver.
yeah, so it would be fun to have him at Alpine. Anyway, Alpine is in building blocks, so maybe why not have new drivers there. Sauber, it's gonna be Bottas and Fittipaldi, I guess, from F2 as well.
Ooh.
I think that looks like a good duo. Like I had both Zhao or like I was in between any one of them, like Zhao and Bottas, one of those guys, and Fittipaldi. But I think Bottas makes more sense because he's senior and he can help the Audi team come in and like have a better.
But
And
but
this
but, but Zhao brings in the Chinese money into the
So
situation.
the reason I was planning, I was wanting to have Zhao here is like having Zhao and Fittipaldi. It would be easier to replace Zhao in 2026 and have a good driver it as like a number one driver as let's say a Perez or a Sainz for the Audi and
Hmm.
Fittipaldi as the second driver.
Hmm.
So that would be easier. So Zhao could be an easier replacement for 26. But yeah,
Okay.
I think Bottas and Fittipaldi sounds good. Williams, oh, that's a curveball I have here. So there's gonna be Albon and Science comes to the Williams.
Oh, not Williams. Come on.
If you are with current standings, that's the best team in the lower half.
Yeah. True.
I know they don't have money and resources, but that's the best team to go in the lower half. Like all the 5 teams in the bottom half, Williams is the best. I don't
Really
think
though,
yeah.
Carlos to Williams, that is the
I
worst
can't see
thing
that. Oh.
I think because for him it's gonna be a temporary year. He's gonna move into one of these big teams, so maybe Audi or Aston or.
Hmm.
Yeah, to
But
keep him
right now there is no
Oh.
position for him in either Aston
keep,
or Audi.
keep
So
himself employed and keep
Yeah.
himself in
yes,
Yeah.
F1. That is a good option.
Yeah.
so
Actually,
I think that's the reason he might go to the Williams because anyway they wanna kick the sergeant out. So
Yeah. Now it
yeah,
makes sense. If Science comes to Williams, he stays for a year, and then
and then he can
perhaps
move to Mercedes.
Stroll is out, and then he replaces Stroll in which will be Andretti at that time, or might even go to
or
Audi.
even go to Audi over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, brilliant! I did not think of that. Whoa.
Yeah, that's my take. Go
Nice.
Sujay. Let's see what you do,
So,
boy.
My lineup is entirely different as compared to you two. So,
Okay.
okay, what we know is Leclerc and Hamilton keep going together 25 and 26. Aston Martin stands as it is right now, Stroll and Alonso. I feel Alonso signed up because he might have seen some good engineers come in. There's a talk about Adrian Newey being offered bags of money by Papa Stroll for joining Aston Martin. Maybe Alonso saw that happening, so maybe he stayed, or maybe he was just offered a lot of money and he wanted to race more. McLaren, we know, is going to go long with Norris and Piastri. So here's my first surprise: Red Bull will be Max and Sonoda. So Checo will place him
that guy
somewhere, or
coming
maybe
back?
not. But Max will now partner with Yuki Tsunoda since he has been doing very well at Racing Bulls.
Okay.
That will be an interesting
Okay.
pair to look at because both of them are super aggressive drivers and super aggressive on mics.
Do you think Sonoda is going to be there just because there's the tie-up of Honda and the Japan thing? Or he really deserves that second
He
seat
really,
for
I mean, he has been in that Alpha Tauri / Racing Bulls seat for a long,
I feel
and he
But
has
that was
grown
because of
as a
Honda.
driver.
Like he was there because of Honda.
Yeah, but now since Honda is not fully integrated with Red Bull, I don't know what their situation is
Yeah,
right
so
now.
after 26, it's not going to be Honda for them anymore.
Yeah, but till 26, I
Yeah.
think Tsunoda will hang out with Red Bull, and he will be in the senior Red Bull team. Okay, we
That
talked
sounds
about
cool.
that. Let me take that out. So Mercedes, another interesting thing. So Mercedes is going to be George Russell and Esteban Ocon.
Oh my God.
Because
No, please, no.
Ocon and Toto Wolff are really close. If you guys know this, Toto Wolff has been backing up Ocon for a long time now.
Let's not have them.
no.
Yes.
No, we don't want this.
No, I mean I know that part, but that will be a
No, go on to Mercedes, please not.
very horrible situation.
Bro, if this happens, I'll be sad for that whole season.
Okay, so now we have Mercedes done. So Williams is going to be Alex Albon and Kimi Antonelli.
Okay.
That's pretty straightforward.
Makes
He's
sense.
been doing amazing in F2.
Yeah.
And Racing Bulls is going to be Liam Lawson and Carlos Sainz.
Yo, bro, no,
Because-
that's not possible, bro. He should not go there.
Yeah, so Carlos Sainz is a Red Bull Academy driver.
Makes sense.
He
That's
was
true.
in Alpha Tauri with Max
Yeah.
for half a season when Max was promoted to Red Bull at middle of the season. So he
Yes.
will come home. He will come to Racing Bulls till 2026, and from there maybe he will have a chance to move on to main Red Bull team if Tsunoda does not continue, or maybe he will replace Tsunoda and Tsunoda will be like kicked out. But Carlos Sainz coming home and with Liam Lawson, so basically Ricardo will be
that's
on the
an
grid, but
interesting
he
take, bro.
should be in the commentator seat and not a car seat.
Yep.
Sauber will continue with Bottas and Joe. They need experience from Bottas and money from Joe, so that they will continue.
But don't you think Bottas has been there, but there is no improvement even after him being there in the car as such?
I don't
Or
think it's
even
a
in the
driver's thing. I don't think it has anything to do with driver at all.
Yeah.
No,
I think their
driver
car
also
development
is
is not well.
Yeah, but it's all the driver is also the leader for the car development.
Mhm.
Right? They give opinions, they discuss. They are the primary source for information.
I'm pretty sure that screw nut thing was not at all a suggestion or anything from Bottas. Let's change the nut thing, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. So Sauber, Bottas and Joe, most probably, I could be wrong. So Haas will be Kevin Magnussen and Ollie Behrman. Ollie
Okay.
Behrman obviously making his way to Haas. He's already going to drive a few
Races
practices for Haas this year. So Haas will have a close eye on how he's doing in their car.
How would they judge between Magnussen and Hülkenberg? Because both of them are equivalent in terms of skill set. They have similar cars. They have
I
similar
don't
driving
think
style.
points is gonna be a case for them because, like, K-Mag became a wall so that Hülkenberg could get the more points. So
it's gonna be a tough
He
decision.
also got P9, P10 in.
Yeah, so now he also has the points on scoreboard.
So it's gonna be a tough decision for Haas, or maybe one of them decides to retire. That makes things easy for them.
Yeah.
But let's say Ollie Behrman and plus one current Haas driver.
Yeah.
And Alpine, now another surprise, will be obviously Pierre Gasly stays at Alpine if he is still happy with them. And Checo Perez. Because
Yeah, that's possible. That's
yeah,
possible.
because Checo has a lot of experience, and Alpine right now needs someone who has experience for their current development and where they stand. So if they need to get out of this ditch they are in, they need an experienced driver in their seat.
Yeah, but I feel like whomsoever is splitting out of Haas can actually go to another team as well, because they both are good drivers. They're both are good team players as well.
Yeah, could be. So maybe one of, oh maybe, yeah, or maybe Joe gets replaced by,
Yeah,
or one of the
exactly. That's
Sauber
what I was
people
saying.
get
Yeah,
replaced
that's what I
by
was saying.
someone from Haas.
Either Kick Sauber or Racing Bulls. They can have like a intermix in between, and like, yeah.
Man, one question to all of us, or maybe even I can ask myself: why are we not suggesting that Albon goes to a better team? Why are we keeping him in Williams, bro?
Williams will want to him.
Williams he has outperformed William Carr by a margin. I think he deserves a good car from there. Like, I don't know how many more seasons he himself would drive a Williams.
Yeah.
Until he wants and needs the money and fame that comes with the name.
Yeah, more than Albon, I think it's the question of how badly does Williams want to keep him, and how badly any other team wants him.
Other team wants him. Yeah.
So because on the market right now, better drivers than Albon are available, they might not prefer Albon. But if there was a market where Albon was the top driver available, then they would have gone for Albon.
But I feel Albon is Albon could be a good fit for second driver for Red Bull rather than a Sonoda.
He has been
or
there.
A Perez as well.
I don't think he will want. He has been there.
He has been there, but now he is a better driver itself. Like from the time he has been there, like and with all the interviews he has been giving, it seems like that he's there for the Red Bull. Like he's feeling the Red Bull in. Like he's not saying anything bad about Red Bull or anything. Although he has been a part of Mercedes family for a long time now.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
Oh. But he's a good person, and
he's really
a good-natured person can't survive in Red Bull. Yeah,
that's
that
true.
chain is not for good humans.
Yeah. All right. So, these were our predictions for the upcoming 2025 season. A lot of drivers do not have confirmed seats for the next season. Let us know what you think could be the grid in the comments down below, or if you want to tweak any of our suggestions. And if you like our content, share with your F1 geek friends, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Thank you.